Hi, my name is Ashley Seymour, and welcome to this flow that's going to be wrist and shoulder friendly. And so we're going to focus on stretching the wrist and opening up the shoulders. So if you're nurturing your hands, your wrist, or even if you have a strong practice, it's good to bring some awareness into our wrist and our shoulders and to keep them strong and to also stretch them out. And so you can do this video from beginner to advanced, but it's going to be a beginner's flow. And we won't be putting much pressure on the hands or the arms at all. Okay, so if you have blocks, use them. I'll offer variations with blocks or without. If you don't have blocks, you could always grab some thick books or something to use so that you can lift yourself up a little bit more. But enjoy the flow, and we'll see you there.
So starting in a comfortable seat, and you can place a blanket or a pillow underneath your sits bones to help raise the hips up, which can make it more comfortable when you sit in this place. And if you want, you can place blocks underneath the thighs as well to help lift the knees up more, which is also aids in any constriction that you might feel within the knees and the hips when you sit here. And most importantly, you just want to find a place where your spine is long, where the head can be over the shoulders and the shoulders can be directly over the hips. And I came to Chin Mudra with the first finger and thumb together, the other 3 fingers spanned out, palms facing up, hands on the knees, but you can do whatever feels best for you, either hands on the thighs or one hand on top, the other in the lap. Once you come to your comfortable seat, take a deep inhale into the nose, feeling the heart space and belly opening. And as you exhale, feeling the reverse of the belly coming in and the heart relaxing down and the breath leaving the body. Start to feel the shoulder blades tugging towards each other, and that'll help to open the front rib cage as if you're collecting the light within the heart. And feel the chin tuck in just slightly so the back of the neck lengthens up. And just imagine there's this string connected to your head and it's tugging you up towards the sky. And start to become aware of the sides of the waist and also the back of the body as you breathe. Breathing into every inch of your body. And then you're going to draw the right ear over towards the right shoulder, opening up the left side of the neck. And you can just rock side to side here. And then draw the hands into the heart space. And you're going to press your hands over towards the right. Take your right hand and wrap it around the left wrist. So the left hand is flexed and you're drawing the left shoulder down and away from the left ear. And you're tugging the arm forward. Release the left arm by the side to the right arm behind the torso and either hold on to the wrist, forearm, or the bicep. And you're going to start to draw the left arm down towards the ground using the strength of the right hand to help open up the left side of the neck a little bit more. And while you're here, if it feels good, you can kind of rock the head forward and back. Exhale as the hand comes back to center. The head comes back to center, and release the hands to the knees. And inhaling over to the other side, left ear towards left shoulder, opening the right side of the neck. Just seeing how this side might feel compared to the other. And then extend the arms out and draw them this time towards the left. And then wrap your your left hand around that right wrist. Flexing the right hand, draw the right arm forward and over towards the left and draw the right shoulder down. Draw the right arm down by your side And sweep the left arm behind the torso. Left hand comes either to the wrist, forearm, or bicep, and tug that left arm down so that you further lengthen the right side of the neck. Exhale as the head comes towards center, and inhale as you rotate to the other side. Exhaling through center. Inhaling, rotate over to the left. So just half circles here. Starting to build the heat of your breath. And you can start to activate the Ujjayi breath, which is a heated breath, and it is activated by constricting the base of the throat, the glottis. So we constrict that, we start to monitor the in and out breath, but we're also creating heat as it begins to trickle through the whole body. And you're warming yourself with this breath. It's an audible noise, inhaling and exhaling. Go ahead, interlace the fingers behind the head. And you're going to inhale, open up, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, come in, traction the head forward and down. Lengthen out the whole cervical spine. And inhale, you're going to root down through the sits bones, lift the heart, arch back. And exhale, reverse. It's like we're moving through cat and cows. So doming the back as we draw in and opening the heart as we arch back. Exhale, release the hands back down. Again, still listening to the Ujjayi breath and just settle into what's happening through the body already. And inhale, rotate towards the right, drawing the right shoulder towards, the chin towards the shoulder. Come through center. And exhale, look over towards the left. And just seeing how the differences of each side of your neck affect the mobility of your neck. And so noticing if you can look more towards one side compared to the other. And be really gentle and sweet and loving with your neck when we move through this without any judging or forcing. Release out of it. Okay. So we're going to sweep the arms up towards the sky, gentle spinal twist, and exhale, rotate to the right, draw the right arm behind you, left hand goes to that right knee. And with an inhale, you want to feel that the shoulders roll back as the heart opens. And as you exhale, maybe you start to gaze behind you towards that right shoulder, but again, being really gentle with your neck. And not forcing yourself into the twist, but rather using your breath and the muscles in your back to activate the twist. You're just suggesting the motion with your hands. Inhale, center, sweep the arms up. And exhale, other side, over to the left. Left hand, the fingertips go down behind you, and the right hand goes to the bent left knee. Inhale to ripple the breath through the spine, lifting the heart, shoulders draw back. And exhale as you start to gaze behind you. Inhale to sweep the arms up. And exhale, twist again, going over to the right. Inhale to rise the spine up. Exhaling to twist. Inhale, you're going to take the right hand that's behind you, sweep it up overhead, drawing the left shoulder closer towards that left knee. And with an inhale, you reach from the right fingertips towards the ground and root down through the right sit bone, so you're opening the whole right side waist. With an exhale, you deepen the stretch by pouring the heart towards the sky. So you're using your left arm to spiral yourself open. Inhale to reach up. And lift, sweeping the arms towards the sky, and exhaling to switch. Left arm behind, right hand to the left knee. Notice that with the heat that we're building, using the Ujjayi breath, constricting the base of the throat, again, it's like you're creating steam as you inhale and exhale. And so using that heat and moving deeper into these poses, you start to open up The body begins to untangle itself. The breath becomes smoother. Inhale to reach the left arm up, draw the right shoulder down towards the right knee. So glue through that left sit bone as if you could suction yourself into the core of the earth. And then you reach from that space, reaching the left fingertips towards the ground, and exhale, tugging the heart towards the sky, spiraling open. Inhale, lift up. Place the hands on the knees and settle here again in your easy seat. And so we're going to be extending the legs out. I didn't let you know before. But if ever your knees start to feel tight in that easy seat position, you can always extend them out and give them some breath and movement. And then just come back to that seat, because it takes a while to be able to sit long in that space. So come to extending the legs out. Place the hands behind you. Fingertips are going to reach towards the sits bones. Bend the knees slightly. Now inhale, puff the chest up. And then as you exhale, start to bend the elbows towards the back of the mat. So we're stretching the inner arms towards our deltoids and getting into our shoulders. So keep rising the heart up, inhaling. And exhale, as you keep rising the heart up, you do the opposite motion of pressing the elbows down towards the mat. Good. So again, just start to soften at your own pace into the pose. And maybe with each exhale, sinking a little bit deeper, or maybe not. Inhale, lift up, coming forward. I'm going to shrug the shoulders. Inhale, up and back. Exhaling, coming forward and up. So shrugging. And then reverse. So you're going to go inhale, back and forward. Exhale, back, up towards the ears. Good. Okay, plant the right heel down. The left leg is going to lift up. Lean back as much as you want to work the core. Exhale, lift the leg up. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale, press the heel away. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, press out. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, press out. And so if you have lower back pain at all, try to lift the chest up a little bit more. And if your tailbone hurts in this space, you can always place a blanket. Go ahead, release out of it. Flexing the feet, just hold, resting hands on the thighs, and breathe and feel. Releasing anything that just dug up. Okay, so left heel plants, lift the right leg up, exhale, inhale, down. So the more you want to work your core, the more you're going to lean back. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Exhale, this time you're going to draw in and inhale, extend out. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, press out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So allowing our breath to be guided with the movement, conscious movements. Place the hands now beside you, coming and flexing the feet. And you're pressing the palms into the ground, allowing the spine to become really straight and rest. All right, let's release out of it. Cross the feet either in front or over towards the sides. We're coming onto the knees, hands and knees for our tabletop position. Okay. So adjust so the shoulders are over the wrist, hips are over the knees. And you can always lean back just a little bit more if ever you feel like there's too much pressure on the hands. We're going to start to work on building strength in our wrists. So we're going to make circles, rolling in one circle, coming forward to the side and back, and then coming back forward. So doing that a few times in one direction, then you're going to reverse, going towards the front, the other side, and back. And again, if this hurts your knees, place a blanket underneath your knees and gentle motions, but make sure you're pressing through the pointer finger mound of your hands. Okay, we're going to start to lean forward, grip the fingertips into the mat. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, back. So again, exhale forward. Make sure you're pressing to the pointer finger mound of the hands. Inhale, back. Okay, place the top of the right hand onto the mat. You can do this with just one hand at a time, but if it feels okay, then you can do both hands at a time. So the thumbs are facing towards each other. And again, we're going to make little circles. This time you have to be a little bit more gentle and moving in one direction, and we'll move in the other. So we start to work on our wrists and put weight on them. We start to invoke the osteoblasts, the cells in our body, to build up the bone density in our wrist. And so we want to create more bone density and strengthen our hands so that we can use them. So we're going to start to, in this position, extend the fingers out and then flex. Try to make a fist with the hands. So you're going to feel a deep stretch from the top of the hand to the wrist and to the forearm. So just continue extending out and drawing the fingers in. All right, release out of it. Sit back to the heels for Vajrasana. Shake out the hands. And then make a fist with your hands. And interlace the fingers and just roll them in circles, going in one direction and then going in another. Okay, draw the hands together and then come back onto the knees. Place the top of the right hand to the mat and then start to lean over towards the left. You're pressing the base of the left palm towards the right base of palm. And then come back, switch. Top of left hand comes to the ground and then lean over towards the right. Press the base of the right palm down into the left and then come back. Draw the base of the palms towards each other on the mat. And then the fingers splay out towards the sides. And you're just going to play with this, rocking side to side, forward and back, and then circles. So the thumbs should be reaching towards the top of the mat. And the fingers are splayed out in all directions. And the wrists are towards each other. Good. Taking his seat back down. Play with this. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do this, but try cupping the hands underneath the knees. And you want to lean forward a little bit so that the knees literally get onto the palms. And then you're going to start to bend the elbows in. And as you do that, you're going to start to stretch the forearms and the wrists. And then coming out of that, make fists with the hands and make really dramatic circles. Extending the fist out toward the side and drawing it in. And then you reverse. Just one last nice stretch for all of that energy we just dropped into the wrist. And then we're going to extend the fingers and draw in really fast. It's like you're making little flashes, bolts of light coming from the hands. And do it as fast as you can. It might get a little bit more challenging as you do it, but try to go as fast as you can. You're building strength and integration into all of the hands, all of the joints in the hands. Okay, a little bit longer. And extend and squeeze, really trying to draw in. And release. Plant the hands onto the lap, palms facing up, and just receive. Receiving prana, that healing life force through the palms. Okay, then coming back forward onto the hands and the knees. Let's move through a few cat and cows before we move into the flow. So curl the toes under, inhale, shoulders back, gaze up. Exhale, chin comes into chest, press the earth away from you, coming to tops of the feet. Inhale, shoulders back, ripple tailbone up, head lifts. And exhale, tuck tailbone under, chin to chest. So grip the fingertips into the mat. Feel every finger connecting to the ground. And make sure you're pressing more towards the upper palm where the fingers connect. Good. And keep rolling through this a few more times. So listening to your ujjayi breath as you rock through this. Just noticing how this pose feels in your own body. And building your own flow. So we're going to come back to neutral position. And then we're going to draw the knees out towards the side for child's pose. And you're going to extend the arms straight out in front, relaxing the head down, allowing the hips to sink back towards the heels. Start to walk the hands over towards the right side, placing the left hand to the top of the right hand so that you're stretching the whole left side waist, and then play with lifting that left shoulder up and down. So you're lifting it towards the ceiling and then releasing the left shoulder down towards the ground, getting a stretch there. And come back to the center and then walk the hands over towards the left side this time, placing the right palm to the top of the left hand. Sink that right sit bone down to the right heel. And same thing here, keep scooting the right fingertips forward and maybe lifting the right shoulder up and releasing it down and seeing how that feels. Inhale, coming back to center. And then you're going to lift onto the knees and step the right foot forward, placing blocks underneath your hands if you need. Coming to the top of the mat, folding down over the legs. Shake out any thoughts, expectations, anything that's shifting you away from the moment. Let it shift out of the head. And then root down to the feet. Inhale, roll up and sweep the arms up towards the sky once the spine is long. And then exhale, drawing the hands into the heart space. Inhale. Press the arms over towards the right and then press the left hand more towards the right, flexing the right hand. Inhale, switch, draw the palms over towards the left, press the right hand into the left. It's a deep stretch on the inner muscles of our arms. Press the hands over to the right. And then press them over towards the left. Good. Coming back to the center. Release the arms down and up. Inhale, sweeping the arms to the sky, palms together. Exhale. You draw the top of the hands towards each other. So we're getting deep into the shoulders. So inhale, you sweep the arms up, palms face the sky. And the tops of the hands come together. Exhale, down through center. Inhale, reverse. Reach the arms up. Exhale, arms open wide. Pinky fingers reach towards each other. And tops of the hands come together. Exhale, down. Good. One more time. Tops of the hands come together. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, palms open towards the sky and down. Good. So separate the feet about hips distance, maybe a little bit wider, and you're going to start to rock from side to side, allowing the arms to become really heavy, and the back hand's going to hit the opposite upper hip. Make it feel good. Displaying the arms out. It's allowing that buzzing energy to move through you, and also allowing some fluidity to move into the spine and start to slow down. Arms like a rag doll. And take it really slow. No rush. Until you find yourself back to center. Palms facing out for Tadasana. Shoulders relaxed. Every corner of your feet to the ground. Okay, you're going to draw the feet together and inhale. Scoop the fingertips towards the ground and then reach the arms up. So allow them to face up like you're holding a tray. So this is easier on the shoulders. And the palms are facing up, elbows are slightly bent, tucking the tailbone down, pressing through the big toe mound of both your feet, pressing the legs together, spine is long, creating a softness within the upper neck. Exhale, release down, interlace the fingers, draw the pointer finger, the right pointer finger on top of the left. Have a slight bend in the elbows as you draw the fist forward, relax the head, and then inhale, lifting up halfway. Put more pressure into the left foot and start to lift that right leg off the sky. Place blocks or books underneath the hands if you need the extra lift. You're rotating the right pinky toe down towards the ground. Try to keep it in line with the hip and try to lift the heart space up a little bit. Maybe you can start to find some balance by drawing the hands into the heart, reaching the crown of the head forward and the heel backwards. You want to make sure the right hip lowers down so it's still in line with the left. Release the hands down and gently step that right foot behind you. You're going to pivot the heel down at an angle and reach the arms up. So you want the back right toes to reach towards the front right corner of the mat. So just look at my feet if you need. Okay, so if the arms reaching up isn't serving your shoulders, then you can keep the hands at the heart space. You want that left knee directly on top of the ankle, and you're pressing down through the big toe mound of that left foot. Interlace the hands behind you. Inhale to lift the heart. Then exhale, we're going to come to humble warrior, draping the body down to the inside of that left leg, lifting the fist towards the sky and pressing it towards the front of the room. Glue down to the heel of that right foot. If this is ever too much, just place the hands down to the ground. All right, releasing the right hand gently to the earth and then the left hand to the ground. Lift the back heel off and then lower the back knee to the ground. Place a blanket underneath your knee if you need. Try to scoot that right leg back so that the hips are pressing down and forward. And then inhale, rise the arms up. Again, if that's too much for the shoulders, place the hands into the heart space. So in this pose, you want to start tractioning the feet towards each other. So it's just a muscular pull towards the center line of the body so that the spine begins to reach up. So you don't want to hang in the legs here. What we're doing is activating through the legs and lifting up. Release the right hand back down. So minimal pressure onto that right palm or place it onto a block. And reach the left arm forward and then rotate it behind with the thumb facing the ceiling. This is a good place to stay. It's a nice twist, but if you want, maybe you can bend that back knee, holding on to the pinky toe side of that back foot. And you start to tuck the tailbone under, releasing the right leg down. And then lowering the left hand back to the ground and then shift the hips back, stacking the hips over that right knee. And the left leg goes straight. You might have to scoot the left leg a little bit more forward so that you can fold, placing hands underneath the blocks if you need. So with an inhale, you want to reach the spine forward. With an exhale, you fold down over the left leg. And focus on trying to draw the elbows down towards the ground and lifting the tailbone up towards the sky, flexing the left foot. If you need to bend the left knee, you can always do so. Again, listening to that Ujjayi breath to help heat the body. Okay, so you're going to start to bend the left knee and cross it over the right, and then take a seat down. So if that's not happening, and we're going to move to Gomukhasana with the left knee on top of the right. So I'm going to show another variation if that's not happening, which is totally fine. You're going to draw the left knee in, swing the feet to the sides, and take a seat down. Okay, from there, we're drawing the right knee in, so bending the right knee, and then stepping the left foot over to the right side of the thigh. Either stay there, or if you can, stacking the left knee on top of the right, heels are out towards the sides of the thighs, and then sweeping the arms up, Bend the right elbow, placing the left hand to the top of the right elbow. So stretching out the shoulders, using the left hand slightly, tugging on that left arm. And if you can, draw the left arm behind you, maybe the fingertips can touch. And if they don't touch, that's fine, just keeping the left hand onto the shoulder. Inhale to lift up. And an exhale to melt the heart space down. Rooting down again to the sits bones and feeling the crown of the head lengthening out and down. Try to make sure you're not tackling your head with your hands and you're still lifting the elbows away from the head and the neck. So still opening up the heart. And then inhale, you're going to lift yourself back on up. And then swing your way out of it. Coming back through tabletop position. So you have to draw the left knee over towards the side, coming to the knees. Okay, you're going to lift up onto the knees and step the right foot forward. Step the left foot forward, inhaling to halfway, exhaling as you fold down over the legs. Inhale as you slowly bend the knees and rise up vertebra by vertebra, sweeping the arms up towards the sky once the spine is long, palms come together. And exhaling as you draw the hands to the heart space. And inhaling as the palms come down by the side for Tadasana Mountain Pose. Now stand here in the presence of your being. And then inhale, scoop the hands down to the ground and then serve them up. Opening up to what needs to come in. Ready to receive. Sinking the hips down for Utkatasana, tucking the tailbone under, spine is straight. There's a slight bend in the lower back, a natural curve. And then as you exhale, fold down. Interlace the left finger this time on top of the right, bending the elbows slightly as you press the fist forward, relaxing the head down. Have it bend in the knees if you need. Inhaling, lift up to halfway, reaching the crown of the head out, pressing into the right foot, rise the left leg up and behind. So flexing the toes, again blocks beneath the hands if you need here, reaching the crown of the head out, putting pressure into the right foot again. Maybe you can start to draw the hands to the heart space, finding balance with a slight bend in that right knee. Relaxing the hands down if you lifted them, and then stepping the left foot back, pivoting that left heel down, stacking the right knee on top of the right ankle. Reach the arms up to the sky if that feels good to you, or if you're nurturing your shoulder, just draw the hands to the heart space. You want the left toes to be reaching towards the front left corner of the mat, and the hips are completely level. So if needed, scoot the left foot over towards the side just a little bit for extra support. The spine is long, and you want the torso to be centered between the front and back leg. Interlace behind you, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, coming to humble warrior, draping the torso down to the inside of that right leg. Right shoulder comes to the inner right knee. Keep drawing in towards that right thigh and drawing that inner left hip forward. Release the left hand down and then the right. Pivot onto the back toes, scoot the back foot towards the back of the mat so you can lower the knee down while also lowering the hips deeper towards the earth. Pressing through both the front foot and the top of the back foot. Inhale, you can rise the arms up and hold there or draw the hands to the heart space. Make sure you're traction the feet towards each other to ripple the energy up through the base of the spine, through the whole spine, the neck, and then the crown of the head. If there's space to lift up and arch back, you can go ahead and do so. Make sure there's absolutely no crunching in the lower back and that you're using your core to support you. Releasing the hands back down, curl the back toes under and shift the hips back, so we're straightening out the right leg this time. If you need to, scoot the right foot a little bit more forward. Inhaling as the spine reaches forward, exhaling as we fold down. Flexing the right toes, lifting the tailbone up to the sky, and focus on drawing the elbows down towards the mat. So if you need to scoot that right leg a little bit more forward so that the hips are stacked over the left knee, then do so. You can start to walk it forward a little bit, placing anything underneath your hands that you might need for support. Inhaling, feeling the heart and belly spreading wide. Exhaling as you surrender into the pose. Inhaling as you lift up, bend the right knee, and then reach the right arm forward, thumb facing the ceiling, and then rotate it behind. Again, you can stay here in this twist, or maybe you bend the back knee, holding onto the pinky toe side of the foot and drawing the heel in towards the glute muscles as you start to tuck the tailbone under, draw the belly in. Release out of it if you came into that bind. And then you're going to release the right hand back down. And so here, first variation is just cross the right leg in front of the left. Scoot the left leg over towards the right and then take a seat on down for Gomukhasana. I'm going to do another variation. So with that right leg in front, if you need to, just come onto the right knee. Then take a seat on down, swing the legs back forward. From there, you're going to bend the left knee in first and then step the right leg over the outside of the left thigh. Maybe you stay there, or maybe you start to stack the right knee on top of the left. Sweep the arms up towards the sky, bend the left elbow, place the right hand to the left elbow. So you want to feel that you're engaging your core and your obliques to lift on up. Relax the shoulders down. And then draw the right arm behind you. Maybe you can hold on to the fingertips on your back. But if not, just keep the hand onto the elbow. So inhale as you open the heart, rolling the shoulder blades back. Exhale as you feel the hips suction down to the ground. Flex the feet here to protect the knees, and if it serves you and you want to release forward, you can go ahead and exhale, folding down over the legs. Inhaling, opening the belly and the heart. Exhaling as you surrender into the expression of the pose. Inhale to rise up. And then you're going to draw the right knee into the chest, swing it behind, come onto the knees into the tabletop position. And from here, you lift up onto the knees, step the left foot forward, place the hands down, and now step the right foot forward. Inhaling to halfway once you get up. Exhale, fold down, relaxing the head. Again, bending the knees if you need to into Uttanasana, forward fold. Shake the head out, shake out any tension in the neck. And then bend the knees, inhale, rolling up once the spine is long, sweeping the arms to the sky, palms together. Exhale, plug the hands into the heart space. And inhale, Release the arms down by the sides for Tadasana. Taking a deep inhale into the full body and just feeling that buzzing life rushing through you. And as you exhale, you're going to bend the knees and take a seat down onto the mat, however you may get there. And then we're going to release onto our backs, drawing the heels towards the sits bones. We're going to do a slight, gentle back bend, bridge pose, set to Bandhasana. So you tuck the shoulders under, make sure the feet are hips distance about, and then you press the hips up towards the sky. Press the shoulders down. Good. And you might feel a nice firing up within your quadriceps, which is good. And just watching maybe the sway of your abdomen lifting and falling with each breath. Then exhale, release down slowly, vertebra by vertebra, all the way to the ground. We're going to do this 2 more times. So if this is too much, you don't have to continue. You can just hold, maybe allowing the knees to press together. But if you want to continue and go deeper, inhale, lift the hips up. Maybe this time you can interlace underneath the body, right pointer finger on top of the left. And this helps you to press the shoulders down a little bit more and allowing your chest to puff up higher. And you want to try to draw the sternum towards the chin. So you're really pressing to the feet, propelling the torso forward towards the head. And then exhale, release it down. Just kind of simmer in all of those sensations. Feeling yourself gradually giving more and more down to Mother Earth. And let's do this again. One last time. Inhale, lift the hips up, pressing to the feet. If you interlaced on the other side, on the last round, you can do it on this round, drawing the left finger on top of the right this time. Left pointer finger. And press up. And if this feels good to you, maybe you start to lift the heels. And so do not move your neck at all in this pose. So you want to continue gazing towards the ceiling. So once you're in this pose, the neck does not move. Okay, and exhale, release down. Start to come into a happy baby pose. You can hold onto the inner thighs if holding onto the heels isn't accessible. But make sure if you're all holding onto the heels or the thighs, that you're putting just as much pressure into your hands with your legs as you are putting pressure into your legs through your hands. So you should feel this equal pressing against each other feeling between the hands and the feet, because we don't want to just hang into our hips, but we do want to open it, and this also elongates the lower back. Okay, so releasing out of the happy baby pose, draw the right knee into the chest after scooting the hips a couple inches to the right. And you drape the right knee over to the left side with the help of the left hand. And you drape the right arm out. So you're completely on the left side of that left hip, and that left leg is long. Try to gaze to the right fingertips, and with an exhale, you feel the right shoulder melting further down to the mat. And still moving with that Ujjayi inhale and exhale, that heated sound rippling through the body. Come back to center, scoot the hips 2 inches to the left, right leg goes straight this time. You're going to draw the left knee into the chest. Release the left knee over towards the right with the help of the right hand, and then the left arm goes out towards the side, gazing to the left fingertips. And with an exhale, just allowing the left shoulder to relax fully. And so we're just twisting out the spine like a wet rag, getting out all those juices we just built up in the practice. And coming into the calming sway of your own inhales and exhales. And so coming into Shavasana, allow the legs to be a little bit wider than hips distance. Allow the pinky toes to reach towards the ground. And then allow the palms to face up. Shoulders relax, head sinking into the earth. And just find your way into your gentle inhales and exhales here. Any distraction that comes up, any thoughts, any worries, anything that happened in this practice, just use everything as a reminder to come back to your breath. And just trusting that you are enough, that this practice was enough, and to just enjoy where you're at. Instead of creating more vibrations of worries and tensions, rather invoking the vibrations of peace, of joy, of ease within you. You have the decision to decide what thoughts ripple through you. So I'm going to leave you here and stay as long as you need listening to your breath. But thank you so much for practicing with me and sharing your practice with me. The light in me honors and recognizes the light within you, and when we are in this place together, we are one. Namaste, and enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, wherever you're at. Enjoy.